Hey Virgo, thank you for coming to my channel. I'm Elsie and you have come to Ten of Cups Tarot. So if you've been here before, thank you very much for coming back because you guys are the ones that are holding this this whole thing open here. As long as I keep having people come back for general readings, I will continue to give general readings. So sorry, got some bad hair going down. Okay. So if you are brand new, I hope you'll consider subscribing, sharing, and liking whatever you see here on the site. If you would like to know your sun and your moon and your rising sign, or if you're not sure what your sun sign is, please go up to the top of my page to the About page and then go down to where it says sun, moon, and rising. You'll just plunk in your information. You can use midnight if you don't know what time you were born, and it will give you your moon and your rising sign. So you should be watching videos on this site and others that are for your moon, rising, and for your sun sign. And that sort of gives you a really good round of information. And sometimes my my rising sign, which is Sagittarius, will go ahead and will be better for me, will resonate more than my sun sign of Taurus. All right, so I've decided that I am going to do a little bit of chit chat here, and if that's a problem for you, then you're going to have to hit the forward button because I want to talk to my people. So thank you for coming here. I'm really glad that you're here. I hope everybody is well. I hope no one is sick where you are. And for those of you that are in the US where it is now just getting out of hand, I hope that this video finds you well. I am here with my gilded cards, and I am here to do a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Virgo today. All right, let's take a sip of coffee. Two things I have in my house at all times: water and coffee. All right, so I am going to ask for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Virgo today, please. And this will be for your spring bonus reading for 2020. This will be about around till about 15th of April, and around about that. Yeah, I would say so. It's a spring reading, so. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut these. Oh, my allergies are going crazy, but I'm glad I'm in the house because I do have issues with my lungs, and so I just don't want to get sick. So that's why I am here reading for you. All right. Whew. And of course, you know, Virgo, that I'm always dropping cards. So here I go, card diving. There we go. All right. So first I'm going to pick an overall card for the reading, for the energy of the reading. And we will pick one right now. I've already prayed over the cards, by the way. Got that out of the way for you. Oh, look at that. Somebody's taking control. So Virgo, this is the sign of Aries. And the Emperor is what the card is. And the Emperor is all about taking control of the things in your life which you feel that you've been out of control with for a while. So the Emperor has the energy and the knowledge of all the kings. So all four kings. He is a father. He is a person. Yes, this is a card of a male. This is male energy. So you can have female and male energy and still have male energy. You can still be female and have male energy as your dominant energy. So this could be for a woman or a man. The Emperor is here taking charge, picking up things, taking charge. He is the person who is in charge of the empire, which means the kings as well. He's the father of the deck. Okay. So here we go, 5 cards for the past energies. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for Virgo. What's been going on with Virgo in the last few weeks? Probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. Let's see what we've got. We got 5 cards here. We're looking at justice. So I'm thinking that maybe you want some justice, Virgo. That something is going on in your life where you require, where you do require justice. So I am showing here. Let me take a look here for a moment. Okay, so the High Priestess is here, and I do believe that the High Priestess is going to help you have your ending. So there is an ending here, which is a painful ending, and it's right next to the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is the card of Pisces. It is someone who is in their 40s, 50s, or 60s. They do have the energy of all of the queens. They do have those lessons, and this person is quite connected to spirit. They could be someone who is in the what do we call ourselves? Light worker industry, and someone who you feel is a light in the distance, or who is a light in a dark room. So that person is the person that you should go and talk to if you need help closing this chapter and coming to the end of your pain. That being said, though, I do see that we have some love on the way. So I do see that there is a Knight of Passion here. Yep, Knight of Wands, and then we have the beginning of something new. So I feel like, in terms of love here, Virgo, that I feel like that you have decided to take your passion out. So you can see it's going out of the reading. You've decided to take your passion out of the last relationship that you were in, and you're going to now place it in the hands of this person that you're going to build with here. So I am showing that High Priestess is here, so that is the sign of Pisces, as I said, and the Ten of Swords. Swords are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The Knight of Wands is a fire sign, so it would be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. And then we have Pentacles here, which is Earth energy. That is Taurus, Virgo, and Virgo, and Capricorn. And then we have Temperance. So all these things that you're going to do, please do them in Temperance. Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. So I kind of like to call them out. We always end up at the end of the reading, guys, having so much, we end up having everybody on deck here. So, okay, so now we're going to look at, first of all, let me just recap here. We've got the High Priestess. So you went to see the High Priestess to see what you could do about bringing your pain to an end and just being done with it. Because it's time for you to head off in the distance. It's time for you to go look for the things that you want now. This is all about you now. So it's all about the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So the Knight of Wands is going in with the passion. The Ace of Pentacles is building a new relationship. And then we have Temperance to remind you to keep yourself not hot, not cold, but kind of in the middle, right? Okay, so let's now pick up 5 cards for the current information. Oh, we have a tower. I've been having a hard time saying tower today. I keep calling it Temperance. So please look at the cards. I usually keep them up for a bit. And let's take a look here. So for the current energy, I see that you've gone into hermit mode. So I feel as though the Virgo I'm speaking with has ended a relationship or a marriage, something important like that. Or if they haven't initiated, if this Virgo is not initiated this marriage to be over, then the other person pulled the plug and now you're just done. But you're off to look for your 10 of Cups. So you've gone into hermit mode to think about what you've done or, what's coming next, essentially, what your plan is for, this next year in 2020. And I do see that the 10 of Cups is in your sights. I have a feeling that you might have met somebody who is also a fire sign. So someone, what did I say also for? Oh, okay. Queen of Wands. Sorry, I was just having a conversation with Spirit, and sometimes I don't let you in on that. Okay, so the Queen of Wands is here. The Queen of Wands is someone who is good with business. She just goes and takes what she wants because that's what she does. And she is the person who is very passionate about all the things that she does. So passionate about love, passionate about life, passionate about work. She smells good, looks good. People like to come across her because she is very strong. She comes off as a very strong woman. And I feel as though that when you meet the person that has this energy, you're going to be a bit closed off because it's going to go quickly. So you are going to try and stop this from happening. I wouldn't say stop the relationship from happening, Virgo, but I would say you're going to try and slow it down, because there are some other things that you need to take care of here, which are leaving you kind of closed off in this relationship. So the Four of Pentacles is all about holding it close to the chest, not really sharing anything. It's the miser of the tarot, right? So the Four is about, you know, being miserly with money, being miserly with time, being miserly with love, and just holding it all to the chest. Also, the miser doesn't want to get hurt again because they have been hurt before. Now that is an earth card. So that is, you know, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So I do see that there is, that this information, or these feelings, this thing that you started is going to start moving quickly from here now. All right, so let's look at 4 cards for the current. Nope, sorry, for the future energy. We're going to look at 4 cards for the future energy. All right, that's 1 card that fell out. 3 more, please. There's 1, there's 2. 1 more card, please. Oh, there we go. And on the bottom, oh, now we're dropping burdens. So, you know, this thing can get a little heavy, Virgo. So if you have burdens that are with a fire sign, that are with Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, I would suggest that you just drop those burdens. Those are things in the past, things that happened back there. And if you look too far back, you're going to get depressed. If you look too far forward, you're going to get anxious. So you need to ground yourself and live in the now. And it's time for you to drop these burdens, because that is what is going to take you to your wishes fulfilled. Okay, let me just see what I have for the future here for you. Okay, so I feel as though you've made a decision. So there is someone that is something that you want to resurrect. Now, I don't know if it's the relationship that just went sideways, or if it's maybe a relationship from the past coming forward. But I do see the Judgment card. The Judgment card is about healing. It's about healing relationships that ended up in the past that perhaps didn't end well, and it's time for you to take care of that unfinished business. So I also see here that you have made a decision. So I don't think you saw this thing coming towards you and you didn't really want to deal with it, but you had to deal with it. And so with words, you decided that you're just going to walk right into the Tower. Now the Tower is here because, now the thing is this, is that the Tower is here with the Sun. And the Tower is here, yes. The Tower is winning a lottery, that's the Tower. A marriage breaking up, that's the Tower. You know, it's different things to different people. So what I want to say about the Sun coming up with the Tower is that you're going to get through it. So the Sun is here to tell you that, you know, you're going to have so much growth through this Tower. Everything is going to be illuminated. Everything that happened in the past, everything that is happening in the present, everything is going to be illuminated. There is nothing that you are not going to see about this Tower. So if this is, in fact, a relationship that's starting or ending, it's going to be okay. It is going to be okay because the Sun is here, and you are going to go through a giant growth spurt at the same time that you are having your Tower moment. This could be, now this Tower is touching the Pentacle, and it's also touching the Knight of Wands. So it makes me think as though it has to do something with love. So you're either going to find someone who is, you're in a relationship with someone that's about to bust in pieces and be done, or the Tower that you're coming up against is because I don't know what this decision is the big deal. This decision could be that you've decided to move along, leave your relationship in the past and move along. This could also be that you've made a decision that you're moving forward in a relationship. So that could also be a Tower, and all the things around it seem to be good with growth. So I think that you're making a good decision here, Virgo. I think you're making a good decision about something that's come from the past, or someone that's come from the past. What do we have here? 3 more cards for the future, and we have the Queen. So this is the Queen of Swords. You can see her sword is up. And she is ready to say something. She's done. She's held it in long enough. This, when I say she, could be the energy, the female energy. So the divine female energy that could be in a male or a female. She's had enough. She's decided that it's time to speak up. And when the queen speaks up, people listen, because she doesn't normally do that. And she is, oh, I was just looking on the bottom of the deck. Okay, sometimes I like to travel the bottom of the deck. Why don't we just do that? Okay, Virgo, so I do see here that you are going to be embroiled in some sort of a discussion that is going to leave you single. And that's another card at the bottom of the deck. And then I do see that that takes you into passion. And then the next card I see that brings you into love. So things here are going to be going good for you, but you need to speak up and tell somebody what you need. So if that means bringing a relationship to an ending to start a new one, or just starting a new one because you're already single, then that might be your tower moment. But this is your wishes fulfilled. It is your wishes fulfilled to be able to be in a situation where you don't have to be defensive all the time. Because in your last relationship, you can see all of these things that are, actions being taken against you, and you are protecting something that's behind the door, something precious, but you are taking the higher ground. So you are taking the higher ground. You are keeping you are keeping what's precious behind the door, and you are going to defend that. You're also going to defend your actions, your words, and the things that you do in your life. I do see here that you are coming out with the Empress energy. The Empress is Taurus, but the Empress energy is all about, being connected to spirit. She's a person where things just bloom around her. She could be pregnant with a child, but she's always pregnant with creativity. Things just grow under her all the time. But I just want to show you this. Yeah. Mother and the Father of the deck, they've come out here because the Emperor is your overall energy. So I do have a soulmate connection here. So you, I think, are now speaking up to someone to end a relationship so you can go after your heart's desire. 3 more cards. We'll take out 2 first here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Virgo. And that's about to the 15th of April. We have love and we have victory. So you are going to have victory in love. Sorry, they came out this way. You are going to have victory in love. And that is keeping things safe that are precious to you. That is your wishes fulfilled, is to be victorious and someone give you their cup of love, or someone to offer you their cup of love, or perhaps you're offering someone else the cup of love. 2 of Pentacles under the deck, which leaves you trying to keep yourself in balance, trying to keep finances balanced, trying to keep your home life balanced, trying to keep the children balanced at this time, trying to keep life balanced, period. And we do have the last card out being the 3 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Pentacles is all about building a relationship. 3s are about building. And I do see here that in victory, you will have love and you will build this relationship. Now, this relationship you're going to be building could be with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. It could be with the sign that is fire, which is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. Or it could be with an earth sign, which is Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So it could be someone who is the same sign as you, or Taurus or Capricorn. I have a feeling that you sort of like that because you're a person who is very much about the details. You're very much about planning ahead, and so is a Taurus, so is a Capricorn. They're all sort of business minds, all rolled up to one. So what I see here is that you're going to be okay, because there is going to be a tower here. But as I said, this tower is coming out with the sun. So there is going to be growth coming through this tower. I don't think it's going to be anything that you'll need to worry about. I think you're expecting the tower, quite honestly, that things that are going on in your life right now are kind of leading up to the tower. You making decisions about things going on in the background and, finally just offering your cup of love to someone else. I hope this was a good reading for you, Virgo. If it resonated with you, even if it didn't, please leave me a message. You can put the comments down below. Also, we are having right now, today is the last day, the 31st. The 31st of March was the last day that you could enter the contest that I have going, and we are going to choose a name out of a bowl. on April the 10th, and we are going to do that live. So we are going to pick a name. And thank you very much for coming by, for clicking here. And if you would like to be part of the, why can't I'm just having a really hard time with my words today. If you are someone who would like to be along with us in this raffle that we're having, please just look below. You'll see what I mean. All the information's there. I'm gonna go, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. Bye-bye.